Oh, they didn't stay in the car. They came out of the car.
Down, yeah. And while they were pursuing persons.
So it's not a drive-by?
No, it's a driver.
It's a different...
Driver.
Yeah, so they drove up, came out, and pursued persons. I was... Oh my. So then this notion of it's just wild shots that... No, this is
deliberate shooting.
the security forces to pursue this relentlessly. They must either meet a judge or meet their maker, whichever they choose.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. This one is called Warning, Warning, Warning. The videos that you just saw is of your Prime Minister after that incident that took place in Clarendon in which 8 persons lost their life. First thing that was out that there was some sorts of drive-by, but it seems as if there was some sorts of drive-outs. So the Prime Minister is making it very clear that, listen, all of you individuals that are out there taking out innocent lives, such is going to be the outcome. He that liveth by the gun shall also lose them life by that said gun. So it's either you are going to see the judge or you are going to meet your maker. And people, based on what we've seen so far, it seems as if the popo, they are very serious. And the popo that seems to have everything to do with everything that is going on is two popo. Their name, Christopher and Christopher. Christopher Phillips and Christopher Phipps. It seems as if they are a thorn in these criminal elements. Call them the Lucifer of the JCF. So the latest thing that we saw is that 3 individuals that left from West Kingston went to a place called Poor Man's Corner that is in Yallas, that is in St. Thomas, in which they went on some sorts of thieving episode. However, people, it seems as if things did not work out too well for them. The details are now in. These individuals' government names are not given, but these are the details. Based on information, it is said that a businessman that owns supermarket, owns bar, owns liquor store in the St. Thomas area, him get some information, somebody call him and say, Mr. Barrett, how comes your business place open so early, 4 o'clock in the morning? And he must say to himself, or he must say to the people, well, if it open, I know me open it. 2 toes jumped in his vehicle, went down to his establishment, meaning the supermarket, everything copacetic right there. 2 toes jumped back in the vehicle, go to his liquor store that is in Poor Man's Corner, that is in Yallas. When him look, him realize that the grill fly open. He did not open it. Come, sir, wheel and pop off, back out him 11 gauge. I did not know there was a 11 gauge because I know about 12 gauge. Back it out. As soon as him back it out, him hear some people, pow, 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 whole heap of corner come for him way, wheel and pop off, blaze up some corner after them. The people them jump in our vehicle, take with themselves. It was then that he walked inside his establishment, wheel and pop off him 9mm. When him look, a man a rush him with some sorts of machete. So like I said, he had the tool in his hand, so therefore him just pointed in the direction of the person with the machete. Obviously, you know the outcome. That man was taken out, fatally, critically taken out. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced officially by some sorts of doctor. It is said that the businessman then went on his phone, ring, 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 911, 311, called the popo, gave a description of the 2 vehicles being a Toyota Success and also a Honda Fit. And isn't it very ironic that these men were driving a Toyota Success and a Honda Fit, and they did not have much success with the robbery or even maintaining their life. They obviously was not fit for this robbery. They obviously was not fit to be alive, at least 3 of them. Based on the information, it is said that after he went on the phone call the popo then intercepted the vehicle or the 2 vehicles in a place called Grand Spen, it is said that one of those vehicles had some sort of flat tire. So I guess in their bid to escape, them lick some sort of embankment and disable the vehicle. It is said that them wheel and pop off of the popo. You know the script. The popo took evasive action, wheel and pop off, and send back said fire, even more fatal fire, and they were fatally arrested. It is said that 2 people in our next vehicle run out of the vehicle and take bushes for it. So people, that is one of the story in which your Prime Minister was talking about. You are either going to meet your maker or you're going to meet the judge. Obviously, 3 of these individuals will not meet the judge. So people, like I said, the theme of this video, if you live by the GUN, you're also going to lose your life by it. So this is a case where you should use sleep and mark DEATH. Like them say, a wise man learns from his mistake. A wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. Now I am going to give you other references in which these 2 popo that I spoke about and CTAC took out some people fatally, meaning that they were fatally arrested. We saw the incident that took place in a Clarendon where the 8 persons and 9 others got injured. 8 lose them life, 9 others injured, some still battling for life. One of those individuals, his name is Flybrain, government name Steve Smith, also known as Tika. He engaged the popo in some sorts of pie outs. Again, same sorts of arrests. One of the 3 gave in himself. It is said that the 3rd person was also arrested. Unfortunately, he was not fatally arrested. So therefore, 2 of them are going to see the judge and 1 of them is going to see their maker, probably the devil in a hell. There was a next incident in a place called Tri Hall that is in St. Catherine, Spanish Town era, in which known reputed gunman Zimrai and his friend were also taken out, fatally arrested. They challenged the popo. A couple of weeks before that, at least 3 other persons in a Linstead, they were also fatally arrested. And one of the most infamous incidents is one that happened in a place called Negril, in which we saw that CTAC intercepted a couple of vehicles with 7 individuals. 2 of those individuals were fortunate. They went on some sorts of robbery, allegedly for take with some sorts of Brinks money truck. 2 of them went to see the judge and 5 of them went to see their makers. Before that, a place called Greenwich Farm by the fishing village, 1 man challenged the popo. He was also fatally arrested. Pie up off of the popo, jumping at the sea, and the popo said, "You will see your life no more." Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, don't know if it is because of all the weird evil stuff. People are lose them life, people are get pied up in a Jamaica, where Jamaica seems to be rocked by unusual amount of earthquakes. Now people, they are not the high one on the Richter scale, but they are pretty high, and today was one such of those, or such one of those, whichever is more correctly, grammatically. I was sitting on my couch this morning, and I was up early doing some work, and when I sit down, I feel something and shake, and I say, wait a minute, I'm tired, so I'm nervous, are them people over me, or what? And then a couple minutes later, some people call me, and some people text me, and I say, boy, the earthquake are kind of scary. And I said to myself, and that I feel, come here one day if I'm mad, I get mad or war, the people them obey me, and people I don't believe in obey, so therefore, save your comment for somebody else's place. When me come and realize people say them they in a them vehicle, and them feel all sorts of shaking, like somebody up on top of them vehicle and I shake it up. People there, them workplace have to run, come downstairs because they don't want the building crumble with them, with all sorts of evilous people. I really don't know what is going on, but people may find this kind of weird, I find this kind of unusual. And we hear all sorts of false prophets and make all sorts of prophecy, all sorts of prediction. But people, hear the thing, this is natural occurrences. There's a thing that is called a dead clock is right at least twice a day. That means 12 midnight or 12 noon, it'll go right sometimes. So therefore, don't listen to these people and don't come on my channel and quote say this mad person, sickhead person did say them predict some sorts of earthquake coming. People, this is a natural occurrence. It happens all the time. Give credit where credit is due, but most of the time these people are Looney Tune. They did not get any sorts of vision. Them just a dream. Them delusional. But people, make me know in the comment section if you think a God has come or you think it's because of all the evil that is being perpetuated in Jamaica. Point blank and period. Further on in the news and continuing on the theme, there is no sorts of law in which these gunmen won't go. And such is the case this week in a place called Waterhouse, in which a 43-year-old lady, Tamika Samuels, was taken out right in the presence of her daughter. Based on information, it is said that Tamika and her daughter was sitting in front of her in-laws' gates when some gunman traveled through the back of the yard, roll up, blaze up some corn upon them. It was obvious that Tamika was the intended target. Based on the resident, they heard at least 10 explosions. When them look, them sister, the daughter, run gone, she was caught up in her foot. However, Tamika was not so fortunate. She was blazed up multiple times, mostly in the head, in the upper torso. It was obvious, like I said, this was some sorts of hits. Both were rushed to the hospital. Miss Samuels did not make it. Now, people, when we hear a gunman run down woman and not catch them, is either two things. Is either they are involved part of the conspiracy, but in this case, they knew exactly who they came for, and they came, they saw, and they conquered. They fatally took her out. Them couldn't bother run down the daughter because she was not important. They achieved their objective. Now when people in the era were asked by the news media, so tell us what happened, people, her mom, they must say, everybody move out, mass exodus, all of the women them gone, so it seems as if things are about to get worse in the area. They said that even the chair in which Miss Summers was sitting on, they had to BURN it because it was so laced in all sorts of BLOOD, and they did not want to be re-traumatized by the series of events that took place. So people like me say, the moral of the story, these people don't care. If a granny, if a pregnant, if a woman, if you're in front of your picnic, any and everybody can get it. Sadly so. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, my, how have things changed for the Wassara? I am speaking about St. Elizabeth, that was once the breadbasket capital, farming community, but people, it seems as if those farmers are now farming the fool. It is now infested by all sorts of criminal elements, robbers that is. I am speaking about an incident that occurred a couple of days ago, maybe about 10 p.m. or so, in a place called Fuller's Woods. It is said that patrons were at a bar sipping on some scissor, J-Ray and nephew, when two individuals came with bad intention, robbery that is. It is said that them wheel and pop off, put down everybody upon them face, everybody get flats, give us all the chains, the cash, all of the goodies. However, it seems as if the poor were not too far on the scene, or somebody called the poor in defense of their goodies. When the poor roll up on the scene, them and the two individuals that wheel and pop off and rob these patrons got into some sorts of confrontation. It is said that after the smoke clear, you know the script, pull up, man wheel and pop off, took evasive action. Me don't even have to tell you, it's supposed to repeat in your brain. After the smoke clear, one person take for himself, take bush for it. The next person was not so fortunate. He was fatally arrested. Like you heard your prophet, Prime Minister said, it's either you're going to meet the judge or meet your maker. In this case, one of them took for themselves only to meet the judge or their maker at a later date. This one was not so fortunate. He met the judge, the jury, and most importantly, the executioner, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.